Okay, thank you very much, guys, for attending this short workshop. Basically, today we will try to explore if there is any link between entrepreneurial characteristics and social background of successful entrepreneurs. So, what are the learning outcomes? The learner will be able to develop and advance a systematic understanding of entrepreneurial behavior and the trade theory of entrepreneurship. At the end of this workshop, the student will be able to enhance their critical awareness of the link between entrepreneurial characteristics and influence of personal and social background. They will also be able to deal with complex issues both systematically and creatively and show originality in tackling and solving problems. So, what is entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurship, as a field of business, seeks to understand how individuals create opportunity to build something new. For example, a new product, a new service, a new business operations, a new technology, any innovation in existing business or the prospective business. And then they use various means to exploit or advance them, thus producing a wide range of effects. This effect could be in business world, could be solving social problem in social life. In short, entrepreneurship is the pursuit of opportunity beyond resources you currently control. This is a very famous definition by Howard Stevenson, the very famous name in the field of entrepreneurship, and I encourage all the students, please do read his book and a perspective on entrepreneurship. He's a professor at Harvard University, very big name in the field of entrepreneurship. So when we say entrepreneurship is the pursuit of opportunity, but this pursuit depends upon certain behavior. The entrepreneurial behavior determines this pursuit. So what is entrepreneurial behavior? Entrepreneurial behavior is basically an ability to identify possibilities and opportunities in the market or society and to turn them into profitable business or to solve social problem. So, in short, the entrepreneurial behavior, it depends upon how the individual, they create, they find out, they explore possibilities and opportunities and then turn them into profitable business, or if they are social entrepreneur, their objective is to solve the social problem. But how this entrepreneurial behavior is determined? There are certain factors that influence entrepreneurial behavior. According to the prevailing literature on entrepreneurship, entrepreneurial behavior of any society is determined by three factors: social or demographic, environmental, and personal. It means the behavior of the entrepreneur can influence or is affected by these three factors. So first of all, we look at the social and demographic factors. Sex, whether you are male or female, your age, education background, employment status, the parents' level of education, and the existence of a self-employed family member have been the most researched socio-demographic variable in relation to entrepreneurship in recent years. It means like your social and demographic factors, where you come from. If someone in your family already doing a business, what is your age? What is your education level? What is status of your parents? So these are the most researched variable in the recent years in entrepreneurship studies. Environmental factor, basically there's a market conditions. Environmental factor model looks at the contextual factor, such as value of wealth, tax deduction, and indirect benefit, timing opportunity in career, processes, or impact of market conditions. So, what is the environment? What is the prevailing environment in the market? Like, what are the opportunity? What is the cost opportunity? Career prospect. So, this model tells us the entrepreneurial behavior is usually influenced by the environmental factors. Then the personality factors. The personality factor focus on personality characteristics of entrepreneurs. This is also known as trait model of entrepreneurship or trait theory of entrepreneurship. This trait model rests on the assumption that entrepreneurs possess certain inborn characteristics, values, and attitude that provide an impetus for them and distinguish them from others. So, this trait theory of entrepreneurship basically assumes that entrepreneur, they have some inborn characteristics. They are with them. So thereby they are successful entrepreneur. Trait model of entrepreneurship suggests that entrepreneurs possess certain traits or characteristics of personality like creativity, self-confidence, risk-taking, imagination, perseverance, etc., which enable them to generate new ideas and create a new venture. That means they have inherent characteristics. So they are with them. So thereby they can take risk. They are creative. They are imaginative. This trait theory of entrepreneurship associates certain character traits with the entrepreneurs. For example, look at them. Need for independence. That's why this is something inspired them. Need for achievement. Internal locus of control. Drive and determination. Creative and innovative. Moderate risk-taking. That means this theory assumes these are the character traits that entrepreneurs have. And thereby, because of those character traits, they are entrepreneur. They are successful or unsuccessful regardless, but they take risks, they start business, they are entrepreneur. But do you think, like, yes, entrepreneur, they have some inborn characteristics? It could be, it could be not. This is why this theory has some criticism as well. For example, traits are not stable and can change. Yes, how can you assume someone has inborn characteristics and then cannot be changed? If you do not have entrepreneurial characteristics, maybe with the passage of time, with training, education, you can develop them. Measuring personality traits requires subjective judgment. How can you say, like, someone has a motivation or someone has the internal locus of the control or sense of achievement? So these are all the abstract concepts. That means it is very difficult to measure. If I say, for example, my colleague is very honest, so how can I measure? These are abstract concepts. So measurement tends to ignore cultural, environmental, and conceptual influences. Yes, sometimes your cultural, environmental influences, yes, they can help you to become an entrepreneur. The role of education, training, and learning and training is often overlooked. Like, if you think the entrepreneur, they have inborn characteristics, but then you are ignoring the role of education and training. Yes, through education and training, they can develop those characteristics. Issues such as age, sex, race, social class, and education can be ignored. Yes, you can cross these barriers. They are not barrier for you. Yes, with the passage of time, you can learn, you can mix up with the people, and you can come up, you can develop yourself academically. And might be when your circumstances change, you come out of the certain classes and you can enter the business world. You are male or female, sometimes it doesn't matter. You have the opportunity. So now the question is whether entrepreneur born or made. What do you think? Just one trait entrepreneurship theory suggests that entrepreneur, they have some inborn, inherent characteristics. That's why they are entrepreneur. But do you think they are born or they can be made? It's a huge debate in the existing literature of entrepreneurship. We have example. Yes, entrepreneur, they are made. Entrepreneur or born. For example, look here, Richard Branson, the founder of the Virgin Group. Basically, he was an academic failure. Yet, he had the ability for spotting commercial opportunities from a young age. So you can say he was a born entrepreneur. But oppositely, look at Luke Johnson, a British guy. He's a very successful serial entrepreneur and restaurant owner. He belonged to a non-business family. That means none of his family member was a self-employed person or involved in business. You can say he was a made entrepreneur. And by the way, if you take interest, I suggest you please read this book, Luke Johnson, Start It Up, Why Running Your Own Business is Easier Than You Think. Very interesting book that will help you. And this book basically will give you some taste how the entrepreneur, they start business, and it's not compulsory for them to have someone in the family or in the business. Very exciting book, and I encourage all of you, please read this book. So now we will debate whether the personal and social background matter for successful entrepreneur or not. So after this workshop in a group, we will have discussions and we will discuss with each other, and we will come with our own conclusion whether the entrepreneur, they are born or they are made, and whether the personal and social background matter in the successful of entrepreneurship. But just now look at the trends of entrepreneur among the minority ethnic group in the UK. Small and medium-sized businesses, how we define small and medium-sized enterprises? If any organization having employee from 0 to 249, we in a UK economics context, we say they are SMEs, small and medium enterprises, and they have filtered three categories: micro, if they have 0 to 9 employees; small, 10 to 49 employees; and medium, 50 to 49 employees. And 99% of businesses in the private sector, they consist of SMEs in the UK. There are 5.6 million SMEs, and out of 5.6 million SMEs, 3.5 million they are micro. That means they have only 0 to 9 employees. So now we look at the trends of entrepreneurship in the UK economy when it comes to the minority ethnic group. And before we go there, look at their contribution. These SMEs contribute 61% of employment and 49% of turnover in the UK economy. And please make sure when we're talking about the private sector, the private business sector. We are excluding the public sector, the government sector. So look here, ethnic group of business leader for minority-led group, SMEs employer. It means when we say SMEs employer, that means they have recruited other people, they have given the job to the people, they are employer. Look at the trends. According to this Small Business Survey 2020, Indian 28%, any other ethnic group 12%, Asian, any other Asian background 10%. Look, Black African only 4%. So what do you think? Do you think because if we apply the entrepreneurship trade theory, can we say here the contribution of Indian they are 28%. So we can say because of their social and personal background, or can we say because they have inborn characteristics of entrepreneurship? And can we say the Black African only 4%? So their share in the entrepreneurship is less because of their social and personal background, because they don't have inborn characteristics of entrepreneurship. So what do you think? It's a huge debate, to be honest. And you can see, could be their personal social background, or think about, could be they do not have the opportunities to train themselves, to develop themselves, to be a successful entrepreneurship. You need to explore it, whether because of their social and personal background, or because of lack of opportunities, or because lack of training and education, or lack of incentive, or whatever it is. And here you can see SMEs without employees, no employees. It means they are entrepreneur, they are self-employed, they are sole trader. Look here, Indian 13%, other ethnic group 24%, Black Arabian 5%, and any other mixed background 1%. So mixed white and Black African only 1%, self-employed or sole trader. When we say no employed, that means they're working for themselves. So what do you think? Why? For example, the Chinese 13% and mixed white and Black African 1%. Because they have inborn characteristics? Because they don't have inborn characteristics? Or could be some other factors? It's a huge question, and it's very much under-studied area in the UK. So now explore why some minority ethnic groups in the UK have high tendency of doing business as compared to others. Is there a link between entrepreneurial characteristics and the influence of personal and social background of minority ethnic group in the UK? What do you think? Why? Why? So this is the question, and this is the question, big question mark, and it's the understudy area in the UK. Why is, for example, Black African only 1%? Because of their personal and social background, or because of any other thing? Another thing, just think, in the UK, when we all over the world, people, they are suffering with the high living cost, energy crisis. Could entrepreneurship be a major action, a solution? Yes, please think about it. We can train the people, we can educate the people where they can start from any small business from anywhere, online or physically, and they can come out of poverty, or they can increase their earning. So this is another question. Think whether entrepreneurship can be an action measure in the current situation. Thank you very much, guys, for doing this workshop. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. And again, if you want to do further reading, there are some very useful links I have given here. So please do read them if you are interested to explore more whether there's a link between personal and social link and entrepreneurship characteristics. Let me say thank you very much, all of you, for attending this workshop. And in the second part of this workshop, we will have a group discussion. Thank you very much.